often are you talking about your value and your worthiness to be loved and be lovable? How often are you speaking kindly and lovingly to your physical temple? My name is Heather Feather. I am the owner of Rare Bird Medicine, and today's topic is the body temple. You are inhabiting a body, it looks like right now. Seems that way. And as you're inhabiting it, this temple is carrying sacred, precious cargo, liquid gold, known as the light of love. And it's something that is always available to you, and that every single day you have the opportunity to stew in that, to choose that, to offer that, to choose to witness that, to focus on that. And then you can also always, as much as you want, offer false evidence appearing real or offer fear to yourself and others. And so one of the major challenges that most two-leggeds, if they are looking, especially with all three eyes, looking upon the world that they will see, is a lot of self-loathing or lack of knowing one's worthiness, knowing one's worth and value. So when I talk about the body temple, what Heather Feather is talking about back of that is earth elemental. And the reason I'm talking about earth elemental when I'm talking about the body temple is because the body has to do with the manifested realm. This body, Heather Feather's body, was created by my own consciousness. I've been collapsing these waves of probability into these particles for 50 years now. And this is the body I've made, and this is the body I have. I do not have a tremendously big, wonderful, juicy booty, as all things marketed will tell you I should want to have. And that's the only type of booty a woman should ever have. I don't have that. Instead, I've had a conversation with my body my entire life about my flat Irish butt. And I love to joke about it. And I'll be like, my butt's like a sheet of paper or whatever. Like, I got this Scotch Irish booty, you know. Sorry, y'all, I didn't get the booty. And that is a way, I'm silly, but it is a way that I attack my physical. It's not that I have no booty. That's not true. I am susceptible to all the marketing in which I've had to stew that tells me what I have to offer is not the juge de la juge, you know what I mean? And I don't have to believe the hype. I can love my body right now exactly as it is. I can love it in the form that it's in. The challenging thing about shadow integration, which Carl Jung taught us, is that what the ego denies about the self, it will project onto others. So if you've had self-loathing around having a larger, more voluptuous body, let's say you do have a lot of zoom in your boom, and you judge it and you feel like it's too much, you may go and attack others around you that have thinner bodies. Skinny B word, you know what I mean? Heather's heard it plenty. I'm 5 decades deep. I've had plenty of people judge my body when it's in a thinner form. And when my body's in a thinner form, I'm usually exercising. I am eating better. Since January 1st, I've eaten only organic whole foods, and I exercise 5 days a week. I do 100 sit-ups, 60 push-ups every Monday, Wednesday. I do every Tuesday and Thursday, 15 minutes minimum Qigong. And every Friday, I try to do Pilates or some other variation. And I do that because at 83, I want to be able to tie my shoes. I do that because it serves my body temple. I do that because the universal message that has been present in all 5 decades that I've been here is that the way that we get into health, physical health, is through diet and exercise. Not being on a diet, but the food you are consuming. So Heather is consuming organic, grass-fed, pasture-raised, if it comes from an animal. That's what I'm consuming. And once a month, not once a week, once a month, I allow myself any meal that I want. I can eat anything I want, anywhere I want. This month, I've had a hard time with it. I'm now in March. I did it in November after Thanksgiving. I practiced whole foods only and exercise. I started. And so this month, I didn't have one meal. I had more than one meal, and I'm aware of it. And so it's about me not attacking myself. But see, you might hear that Heather Feather has chosen this particular intense disciplined way of being and think, oh, how special you are, blah, blah, blah. Like, what the ego denies, it will project and attack outside of itself. Anyone you're attacking, this is what Heather Feather often does. Who am I attacking? And what are my attack thoughts on them? You know, I feel very entitled on the road for people to drive right with me. I've had a lot of car accidents and I'm like, drive right, people. And I cannot stand entitlement. but I am aware of where it rests in my being. And so one of the ways we can clean ourselves up is get present to how we're attacking others. Are you attacking other people's bodies? Are you attacking them for being voluptuous? Are you fat shaming, which can be an extreme prejudice in this world as well? Why do you need their body to not have curves? Is it because you've secretly wanted more curves? Okay, then go do what you need to do to get curves. You know what I mean? Like, you are at choice if you're a grown adult. If you don't like the physical temple you're living in, Heather Feather will never recommend that you start eating organic whole food 7 days a week right now and go P90X and blah, blah, blah. I have always recommended, always offered to slowly pivot towards the thing that you want. So Heather Feather has framed fast food as trash. Why? Because it doesn't offer my body nutrition. It does offer it fat, salt, sugar, and spades, which is extremely addictive, more than heroin. And I don't want to plug into a system that was designed to give me disease so that I can contribute to the pharmaceutical industry, which is a multi-billion-dollar industry at the end of my life. I would rather plug into nutrient-dense organic whole foods like my organic farmer father taught me and take care of my temple so that when I am an elderly woman, I don't need to depend on the pharmaceutical industry. I am using natural medicines and natural ways to care for myself. I don't have to be a part of a toxic system. I can go, this is dysfunctional and I'm not going to be a part of it. So Heather Feather, for a couple decades now, every time I've ever passed fast food, I'm like, that's trash. You're not a trash panda. Trash pandas are cute, but you're two-legged. Don't eat trash. It doesn't belong in your temple. And I do that because a meal at a fast food place, first of all, you're going to wait in line often, 45 minutes. It's not fast. It's not fast. They have too many two-leggeds eating it. And you're going to get almost no nutrition. You could cook a meal quicker at your house, full of organic, nutrient-dense vitamins and minerals that your body craves every day. You could put love into the food instead of working a minimum wage job and putting irritation in the food, because, you know. So you can make that choice to do that once a week if you eat fast food all the time. Heather is not here to call your food trash or to attack your food. I am here always working with myself to go, what do I need to do to make sure that I honor my physical self? I often put my hands over my heart and I tell Heather, I love you, I forgive you, I'm sorry it's been a rough road, I'm sorry that so many people do not see you, know you, or understand you. Let's just do the best we can to know and understand you. I'm impressed with the woman you choose to be. I'm grateful for the decisions you make. I give myself the feedback that I crave. And because of it, I don't need feedback from anyone else. I don't need you to approve of me. I don't need you to like me. I don't need you to know me. I don't need you to understand me. I don't need you to respect me. I don't need you to agree with me. And it's why I'm able to make these videos now, because you can say whatever you want and you're not me. And so you're welcome to have your opinion. I don't need to rewrite your character. And if you need to rewrite mine, the thing I've been learning for 5 decades is you can't. So good luck with that. How am I doing with my character on a physical level? How am I doing with my body temple? How do I speak to my body? Sometimes I do not speak well to it. It deserves much better by me. I use my temple as a place. I welcome my atoms to be a holy host to the sacred light of love in all names that's ever gone by, the light of truth and the light of love. And I want to make sure I'm making a comfortable home for those things that are in the multiverses to come here and nest in my being. May light of love, light of truth be in me and come out of me. Maybe that be what I offer. But what kind of temple am I making for it? And so when we're dealing with a physical level, when we're dealing with our body temple, how are you treating your car? How are you treating your house? How are you treating your physical self? How are you talking to the self? If you are somebody that trashes the car, trashes the home, trashes the physical temple, some of what I'm saying might trigger you. But I'm not here to trigger you. I'm here to ask you, my darling, why do you believe that you deserve to stew in trash? You don't have to clean it all up right now. You don't have to get everything organized. Let's pick one thing today in our car. Let's pick this area of the car and clean it. Let's pick this area of the home. Let's pick this meal this week with the temple. Let's take a walk around the block this week. What decisions can you make this coming week to treat your body as if it is a temple that is holding the ancient, eternal, precious gem called the light of love? You can always subscribe to Rare Bird Medicine on YouTube. Amun.